Yeah, and back again. Good, good. Yeah, you're kicking. Ready for the finish now. Yes. Nice one. You're really coming along. OK, see you next week.
Barrington.
Robin?
No thanks, little Ron. Puts the weight straight back on.
No, this is diet mud. No calories, no flavouring, no sweetener, just mud.
OK. Good on you. Cheers.
Wait!
Class is over, man.
The class is not over, man. A new student has enrolled, haven't you, Guy?
Yes, please. Can I be the sugar plum fairy?
Come back next week, man. We're wiped out.
You will be if you don't start dancing. Now, get up! Get up! Come on, you old goat! You! Hoi! Get up! Come on!
Hey, hang about! Look what you've done. That's a dire mud stain.
Where?
There, there. This is top quality polyester and lycra.
You could try comfort. OK. There, never mind. Everything will be all right.
I don't want your comfort. I want a new leotard. So here's my card.
Oh, no!
And I want cash or a replacement within 24 hours, please, or heads will roll.
They certainly will, Robin. Quick, get our weapons.
They're in for a service.
Oh, Struth.
Robin Hood, care of Robin's Hideout, Sherwood. Sophisticated entertainment, our speciality. Well, 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 Signor Hood. It seems that you have inadvertently revealed your identity. Guards, seize him!
What are we gonna do?
Could I have a quiet word with you, Squire?
What? Ah, I see. One moment, please.
He's not a squire.
No, he tried, but he failed the maths, didn't he?
Yeah, and the English, and the science, and the geography.
And the aerobics.
Right, lads, that'll be all. Let's go.
Are you sure, sire? What about him?
Don't argue. You're a soldier, not a professional footballer. Come on. Get out of my way.
Boy, you leave him alone.
That was brilliant. How did you do it?
No problem. Bit of the old silver tongue. That's my caper, innit?
Well, take my card. Any time, you know.
Robin, our address is a military secret, not a tiger token. Please don't hand it out to just anybody. Thank the gentleman nicely. Although, actually, Barrington and I were just about to swing down on big ropes and rescue you, so you weren't in any actual danger, actually. Then we'll finish off our shopping and toddle off home, OK?
Yeah, OK. Maybe, see you around, yeah?
Wow. I mean, seriously, wow. Who was that mysterious stranger?
That be Much, the mini-mart manager's son.
Who?
His name was Much. He was a mini-mart manager's son.
Have I got something for you, darling?
Much, his fun was mini-mart manager's fun.
Did I say 15 to you, love? 7.5.
His daddy owned a mini-market. If you got a shopping trolley, that's where to park it. Much was such a mini-mart manager's son.
Much, he was a mini-mart manager's son.
He's open 7 days a week now. From 7 to 11, there's no time to sleep now.
Much, his fun was mini-mart manager's fun.
Much.
You want it, he'll flog it. You know what I mean?
Look, Uncle, I've got the dirty tutu.
Well, serves you right. You've been hiding the black magic down your tights again, haven't you?
No, Uncle, it was Robin Hood.
He drove the village people into a frenzy, my lord, and they attacked us.
And they didn't let me play. Why don't they ever let me play?
It's because you smell, Guy.
But Mummy says I've got a lovely little pongy-wongy.
It smells like last month's cat tray.
Nobody likes me. I'm going home.
Oh, good.
My lord, if he goes, his money goes.
Guy, baby! We all love you. Cattray's my favourite perfume, and Marnie sells gallons of it. I tell you what, how would you like it if I brutally massacre Robin Hood and his entire gang for being so horrid to you?
Oh, goody gumdrops, till my tongue pops. How exciting!
Excellent idea, my lord, but he has evaded capture for some time. Don't you think a little assistance sounds like a good idea? I have a shrewd little room.
Well, so have I. Reinforcements. I may be king, but that doesn't make me a complete idiot. I have set up a government training scheme. Guards!
Sire?
Where are all the ambitious young people who volunteered for my maiming and killing work service program?
Here, Your Majesty.
Well, here. Your Majesty, this is Gavin. Gavin, this is Your Majesty.
My lord, when I said we required a little assistance, I didn't mean assistance quite this little.
Oh, nasty little things.
Put salt on their tails and give you warts. Hang on. You reckon these are nasty? Yeah. Well, let me tell you. These here are exact replicas of the great toad monster of Stoke-on-Trent. He weighs in at 800 pound, right? He lives here in this forest, right? And what's the weather forecast?
Gale force winds in Mallinckromm, Doggerbank and Worksop.
Exactly. Whenever there's a gale, he's blown down from his home in the tall trees and he lands outside some little village, just like this one. And then, boing, 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 he bounces up and down on some unsuspecting peasant who's asleep in his bed until he's as flat as a lasagna in a road accident.
Oh, that toad monster of Stoke-on-Trent.
And what is the one thing that will stop him squashing you?
You snog him till he turns into a member of the royal family?
Yeah. No? No. All you have to do is buy one of these handcrafted in the Democratic Republic of South Korea novelty amphibians and place it outside your front door. Core Struth, the great toad monster will say. There's one of my little mates, and he'll pass by on the other side and go and flatten some stupid peasant who hasn't bought one of these.
Can I have one, please?
And me? Certainly, one for you, sir. There you go. One for you, love, no problem. You want one, sir? There you go. There's one.
Boys, this is junk. Don't waste your money.
Oh, come on, there's loads in the kitty.
No, there isn't. What's that, mate? No dosh?
Skint, apparently.
Never mind. Have one of these.
Oh, that's so sweet. Isn't it sweet, Marian?
Yeah, can I have one? Come in handy when it rains. Sure. Give some to your mates. Thanks.
We know just what we're going to do with these, don't we, boys? Come on, let's get back to the hideout. See you later.
Hey, cheer up, love. One smile from those cherry lips would set a bloke like me on fire.
Possibly, but I'd rather use firelighters. Honestly, some blokes have got more cheek than an elephant's bottom. Farthing's worth of sliced mud, please, and I'll have it off the bone, if I may.
Isn't he gorgeous? Isn't he hunky?
Who?
Him, March. He's so tasty I could eat him for breakfast.
He's a bloke, Rose, not a bowl of Cocoa Pops. Anyway, they're all the same. They tell you what a good time they're going to give you. Then you end up flat on your back for hours on end, servicing the muck spreaders.
You're just bitter. What do you mean? Because no one ever fancies you.
Look, just because I don't go round chasing everything in tights like some people.
Oh, no, there was one, wasn't there?
There have been several, actually.
Dicking a pudsey.
Rose.
Mind you, he was the village idiot.
Sarcasm is the lowest...
And he was 6 years old.
Look, Rose.
Hello. Still here, then?
No, this is a hologram. Maid Marian went home 2 hours ago. Do you mind? This is a private conversation.
Oh, join us, please. Nice to meet you. So anyway, as I was saying, there's absolutely nobody around here to go out with if you're a fun-loving girl looking for a good time.
So, you're the famous Maid Marian, are you?
And I'm Rose Scargill. I expect you've heard of me. Of course, it doesn't matter to her, because she likes staying at home knitting.
Because, I quite fancy seeing you home, if that's OK.
Oh, thank you very much. You're a fast worker, aren't you?
How about it, Marian?
It's very kind of you, but I'm afraid my address has to be kept strictly secret. Security, you see.
Oh, come on.
Cheer up. There's lots of silly little girls round here who don't use firelighters. Aren't there, Rose?
This boy isn't bad. He's already beaten your two at the fencing test.
And the archery test.
And the intelligence test.
You see, I told you my training scheme would work.
But he's 4, my lord. What use is he going to be against well-armed political extremists? We need weapons.
Hello. Who'd like to come and play swimming in the moat?
Gavin's made us some new weapons, sire. Look, a big picture of a witch to frighten the enemy.
You've got to admit, it's pretty scary, sire.
And he's given us each a stick or brick, sire.
Yeah, you see what you do? You put them in the enemy's bed, and they'll think it's a creepy, crawly thing, won't they, Gavin? And then they'll all run away and hide in a cupboard.
Who'd like to come and play? La 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 la.
Clearly, a child's drawing and a stickle brick will wreak havoc in the enemy ranks, my lord. Stands to reason, but we're today's army, for goodness sake. We need today's technology.
Exactly. Look at this. With this weapon, we will transform the art of modern warfare.
Yes, sire. You see, I climb up a big tree with it, and when the enemy come along, I tip it over their heads, and they have to go home and get out of their wet things. And they aren't allowed out again until they've had a bath and been rubbed down with a big warm towel.
Brilliant.
Gavin invented it, sire.
Yeah, he calls it the tank.
I'm a sweet little chappy, aren't I? Would you like to see my little chubby knee?
And it's the face painting too, don't forget that.
Yeah, Gavin's going to paint our faces so we look really creepy.
Well, I'm just going to go off and play with my other friends then. My really special friends.
Excellent idea, young man. How would you like to paint my face too?
He's near little tinker, sire.
Are you sure you don't want to listen to my shrewd ruse?
Hiya. Can I carry your bag, miss?
You skunk! I was really scared. Well, not scared, obviously, more...
Cautious.
Yeah. Well, you have to be, don't you?
And that's why my little chat-up didn't work, is it?
Yeah.
Pity.
Well, you still had Rose, didn't you?
Leave it out. I suppose if a bloke wanted to get anywhere with you, he'd just have to be really straight, wouldn't he?
Guess so.
OK. I think you're really nice. And I'd like to get to know you. How's that? Can I carry your bag, then? So, how long have you been doing this Merry Men life?
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, what do you reckon, Rabies?
I'm not sure. Is it 17?
Ah, this is the life. Cocktail, little Ron?
Oh, that's fine. Can't finish this one yet.
Someone's coming! Quick!
Right, places, everyone?
Security's pretty tight. They'll be monitoring us by now.
Oh, it's amazing. You've done a brilliant job, Marian.
Thanks much. Well, here we are.
Hello and welcome to Sherwood's newest sizzling night spot, Robin's Hideout.
Good evening. May I show you to your table?
Who wants to come and play? La 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 la.
But how do we know these toad monsters will work?
Well, Mutt says they sell them at John Lewis's in Lincoln. And no one's been squashed to death by a giant toad monster in John Lewis's, now have they? Come on, let's get these little lifesavers set up before we're jumped on by the great toad monster.
Hello? Who'd like to come and play swimming in the moat?
It's the great toad monster!
I'd give anything in the whole wide world for a little playmate.
So embarrassing. Listen, you won't say anything, will you? It'd totally ruin our image as freedom fighters if people knew we were running a singles bar.
Of course not. You can trust me. You know that, don't you?
Nuts, anyone? And on the house, 2 Sherwood Slammers.
Truth, Robin, what's in them? Pond water and ferret's blood?
Marian, it was supposed to be a surprise. Honestly.
Oh, well. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is really nice, actually. I never get any time to relax. There's always something going wrong. Yesterday, it was little Ron getting stuck up a rabbit's hole. Day before, Rabies tried to nail a pair of antlers to his bed.
Was that a problem?
Well, the stag didn't like it. Still, no worries now.
No. Except the sheriff and his men could burst in at any moment, of course.
But this morning, he backed down.
Yeah, because I told him there were a dozen merry men hiding behind every tree with their arrows pointing at his scrawny little body. Do you know what he said? Just wait till I get my big shipment of arms tomorrow. I'll wipe them off the face of the earth.
Did he? Did he indeed? Stop the music! What do you think you're doing, for goodness sake? The sheriff and his men could burst in at any moment,
Well,
couldn't they?
actually-
And what would you do then?
We'd thought of that, see? We'd hide.
Well, great plan, Robin. Where?
There, look. It's our new treehouse. He'd never get us up there. And he'd never get me up here, would he?
See? We're not as dumb as we look, are we?
Robin, since you seem to have solved our security problem so brilliantly, this may seem slightly picky. But how do you get in? Or out? Oh, honestly, I turned my back for 5 minutes and we're entirely weaponless, totally defenceless, and running a night spot that's about as exciting as the Birmingham Bull Ring on a wet Wednesday.
Yeah, them bulls certainly give me a thrill. Yeah, it's the way they tickle you with their little hooves.
Look, I'm only an outsider, right? And shut me up if I'm speaking out of turn. But I reckon I could lay my hands on a nice bit of gear for you. A few second-hand crossbows, automatic longbows, a couple of portable ground-to-air stone throwers.
Much, that'd be brilliant.
Cost you, mind.
Oh.
I mean, I'll get it dirt cheap, but this bloke I know's got to earn a living, right?
Absolutely. I mean, that's only fair. What's in the kitty, Barrington? And if you say 2 tins of cat food and a fur ball, you're washing up for a week.
About 9 gold pieces.
Ah, well, that's not going to get us very far, is it? No other dosh lying around?
No.
Yes, there is, boys. Robin, what about the boots token from your Auntie Maisie? And there's Barrington's hubcap collection, and the 6pence little Ron found in the Christmas pudding.
You never get that out of him.
Oh, yes, we will if we turn him upside down and shake him.
I've got 1p.
Oh, thank you, Rabies. I'm really touched.
I was saving it for me tea, actually.
There. That little lot should get us what we need, shouldn't it, Much?
No problem. I'll bring it over in the morning, lads. See you, Church. Be good, eh?
Wow. We're really lucky we bumped into him, aren't we, boys?
Hello. I don't suppose you're looking for someone to go swimming with, are you?
Not bothered, really.
What's it worth, Guy? Come on. What's it really worth? I'm dead good at games, honest.
Are you? Cool. How about this great big fat purse, then?
Right, here's my swimming things. I've got my little socks so I don't catch verrucas. So, show the way.
Tom, David, will you please not put your goldfish in my Horlicks? He's really starting to get on my nerves. He put my orb down the toilet, buried my sceptre in the sand tray, drew moustaches and glasses all over my best tapestries.
I blame the teachers, my lord. Half these kids leave school without even knowing their tables.
I know mine.
Yeah. There's the one your auntie puts a coffee on.
Which one's that?
You know, the one with the legs that go like that.
My auntie's legs don't go like that.
Listen to them. How are those three supposed to wipe out Robin Hood? They can hardly wipe their own noses.
Well, there's always my shrewd ruse, Your Majesty. I do just happen to know a way we could turn our little kindergarten into predators 1, 2, and 3.
Anything.
It'll cost you 500 gold pieces, my lord. But I think you'll find it's worth every penny.
Poor Rose, dragged off by a giant toad monster. What a terrible thing to happen to an innocent young girl.
Yeah, but it's a terrible thing to happen to Rose, too. It'll be us next, you know. I'm only an outsider, right, and shut me up if I'm speaking out of turn. But I reckon I could lay my hands on a few really tasty, second-hand, giant toad crushers for you. That's what that's right. Cost you, mind.
I've sorted out the old getting in problem.
Isn't that a bit dangerous, Robin?
Honestly, women.
Marian,
Yeah?
this much, the one you let come into our secret hideout. I thought you said no one could come into it on pain of death.
Oh, don't worry about Much. He's all right.
You fancy him, don't you?
I do not.
He is good looking.
Hadn't noticed.
You don't fancy him?
No, I don't. Honestly, I absolutely don't. You don't believe me, do you? You're going to get really hurt one of these days, my lad.
He's not the only one.
Yes, this is the bloke we're waiting for. Now, what was this you were telling me this morning? You reckon you can lay your hands on enough weapons to wipe out Robin Hood and his entire gang?
Yeah. Cost you, mind.
Marian, why don't you carry on?
Come on then, Alex. Let's hear ya.
Do it.
'Cause there's
always trouble brewing. To find a way to make a better day. Oh, Marian.
boys together today.
Would you carry on with your merriment and make heroes out of each of them? Got to find a place to make a better space. Oh, Marian.
Alex Aspinall, you are superb. Nice one, Alex. Well done.